as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. And we all hope that this second meeting between these sides this season will turn out to be a good one. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
Opts for safety. Bowen is herring after that one. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Jarrod Bowen is a player that you're going to like a lot because of his energy, his all-action style, his setups, his goals. Some would refer to him as a kind of an inside right in the language of the day, but he's a real workhorse. I mean, he puts a great shift in, and first and foremost, any manager will settle for that.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Somerville unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pressing high and with purpose. Nicely aimed pass. Castellanos was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. West Ham looking to pass their way through. Messi. Driving forward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he has shown him a yellow card. Distributed tidily. He's found the way through. There's the shot! It's in! That was easy, almost too easy.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
West Ham have penetrated. Off the ball! Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, he's been caught napping! And it's Caicedo. Big chance!
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Caicedo. Jimenez. And he's forced to go back. Akanji. And Jimenez. And it's Fascioli. And Akanji. Jimenez. Played for Stones. Akanji. And it's Jimenez. And Caicedo. Son Heung-min. Now it's Oyarzabal. Out towards the flank. Bowen has created one goal already. Pass somewhat off target. And a shot! Souček. Magasa pokes it out wide. Jimenez gets a foot in here, and it's Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Souček. Chance here to counter. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Manchester United certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And that's another throw. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Real chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Somerville. And he's had it nicked away. And he's lost his man here. Drives it in. Caicedo. Oh, smashing header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the keeper beats it away. Magassa. And here's chance! Oh, taken with style! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Simplicity itself.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important
There's the whistle for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Manchester United really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And we are back on the way.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Akanji turns back here, probably the best option. Manchester United finding their passes. And it's Caicedo.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Somerville. Showing great feet there. Akanji does well to get it back. Rolls it backwards. Castellanos receives it in a good position here. And a chance! Stones attempts a clearance. Knocks it out wide. Manchester United are looking to go forward now.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And he's forced to go back. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, that's well spotted. Magassa chooses to go cross-field. It's not an especially good pass, that. Now, can they get him away? And he's picked it up out wide. West Ham needed that, they really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And he's having a shot! And yes, it's there! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 14.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that has been cleared. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Somerville. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And here comes the corner.
Substitution on the field. Number
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Wilson coming on here. Change that was. There's the header!
Wilson.
No, he didn't quite meet it right. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's fabulous. Akanji does really well to win the ball there. Son Heung-min. Now Stones. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Akanji. And it's Fascioli. And Caicedo. And it's Son Heung-min. Valverde. And Akanji. And back to the keeper they go. And it's Jimenez.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Lovely. Son Heung-min! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Now it's Somerville. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. West Ham clearly now in lead preservation mode. And here's Wilson. Added time is up.